YouTube, what is up guys? Today, I took a $65 electric guitar kit I got off eBay and we turned it into this awesome piece of functional art. So, let me show you guys how we went from just a big box of parts to this masterpiece. Let's do it. Alright guys, here is how it's packaged. Once again, this was only $65 on good old eBay. So it says muslety, or I don't know how you say that. But, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Let's just open this up. Let's see what we got here. So it's actually, the package feels a lot lighter than I was expecting. Now, I did also purchase upgrade pickups. I'm going to put different strings on it. I'm going to leave the original hardware. I'll probably eventually, down the road maybe, upgrade it. But I don't even know how to play guitar. So in the demo, I'm going to have my buddy play it. This is going to be like the guitar I learned how to play guitar on. So I thought it'd be fun. One, I would learn more about the instrument building it, but I love building stuff. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of DIY videos and all sorts of cool stuff. Okay, so it looks like I did not open it upside down. I don't know, maybe I did. Yeah, I opened it upside down. That's okay. So we got assembly instructions. They don't look terrible, but it looks like it has instructions for every model they make, so you just gotta find like which one. Like this is, I got the Strat with the humbucker on the bottom. This one, see, it's got all three just single coils. But mine is slightly different. I don't know if that's going to make it any different. Yeah, but here's all, I mean, they sell all different models and everything. So, you know, real cool. You got a little, I don't know how good it is. I don't think it's going to be too hard to figure out how to put it together. So the headstock is shaped a little bit, but I'm going to shape it the rest of the way. I'm actually going to make it look all like jagged and stuff and crazy on purpose. Right off the bat, okay, that's just a wood grain. At first I thought that was a crack right there, but no. It actually looks, the frets don't look that bad. The nut is not in it, so I don't know if, hopefully the nut's in the bag somewhere and I glue that in myself. If not, I'll have to, no, I bet you it's in there. Well, we'll find out here in a second. But yeah, the frets look fairly straight, but I'm definitely going to go up and check everything out. Here's the hardware box. Let's see what's all in here. The bag, I mean, sorry. This looks like the back cover. Here's to bolt the neck on. So it is a bolt-on neck, not a glue-on. Cheap cable. And a whammy bar. Very cheap strings. I'm going to be replacing the strings. We'll just throw those in the trash probably. Or keep them as emergency backups. All the hardware, I'm not going to take anything out. Though, the bridge, all the bridge screws and everything. Okay, now let's open this up. Okay, so it actually looks pretty nice. The wood is, I mean, I haven't seen any real big, I mean, there's like tiny little scratches. Like, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to resand everything. And if I see any big gouges, I'll put wood filler in them. But it doesn't even look like I'll need to. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to hydro dip this. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. But all the electronics are already wired up, which is really nice. I'm going to be replacing these pickups. As you can see, these pickups are really, really tiny. I have some ones, I already bought them. They're already here. They're just not, I don't have them on me right now. But the nice thing is, I can go off how these are wired up and just use their existing connections and just, you know, wire mine right over it. So it should be really, really, really easy to wire it all up. It looks like the ground, I will have to find a way to connect the ground, but that should be fairly easy. I'll drill a hole through here. So we're going to do the whole build process and everything. But I want to check out how this neck fits. So if you notice, it's numbered number 7 in here. So what I think is at the factory, they test fit all these. Oh yeah, it is like real. Oh yeah, it's like dead solid. Like really, really tight. So I feel very good about that. Yeah, it's hard to get it out of there. Okay, so that is very impressive right off the bat. I'm quite excited about that. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get everything all set up, drill the holes for the neck and everything. Then we're going to get to sanding it. I'm going to do a fret job and do the finish, obviously, before I put it together. But I have a couple ideas. I might hydro dip this, and I might just do I don't know, something a little more classic. I'm feeling like I might hydro dip, so I'm going to practice on some pieces of wood, and if I can figure that out, then we're going to do some hydro dipping, and I think it would look really, really, really sick. Alright guys, here's the plan of attack. So, I already sanded the whole body. It was very, very easy to sand. This wood is fairly soft, and there was a couple small imperfections, and without using wood fill or just sandpaper, I was able to smooth them out and make them perfect. I used 80 grit, and then I went over again with this sanding sponge. This is a 400 grit, so it worked out really nice. It's very, very smooth, ready to be primed. But before I can prime it, I need to drill the hole for the ground to attach to the bridge. So I'm going to have to drill a hole, like just here to here, and then it should be really easy. And then I'm also going to have to drill the holes where the neck's going to connect. So I'm just going to use the base plate as a reference, and this should be really, really easy, like kid stuff, no problem. Okay, now while I'm waiting for that, while I'm priming that, waiting for the primer to dry and everything, that'll give me time to work on the frets. I'm just going to crown these frets just to make them nice and rounded off, and then polish the tops, because fortunately the fretboard is actually like perfectly straight. This neck is totally straight. I don't have to adjust a truss rod or anything. At least before having strings on it, it's like perfect. And I used two different straight edges. This one's thicker, just to be sure. It's kind of hard to show you guys this on camera to get a good angle, but it's like completely touching all the way. There's nowhere it's not touching. It did come with a nut. It was in the hardware bag, but I might upgrade that with one, because we are going to do several upgrades. I'm going to upgrade the pickups. I got these Filor. I got two of these singles, and then I got one humbucker. So we should be good. They're the right size, it says. And then I got some copper foil tape so I can shield everything. And yeah, we're just going to try to upgrade this. Might as well while we're putting it together. These were only like 10 or 15 bucks each. I got the other one too. I only brought one though to show you. And yeah, so we got 3 new pickups. They're all upgraded. We're obviously going to put different strings on it. But yeah, so we're going to prep this, get this all masked off and everything, and then we'll figure out how we're going to paint it after it's all primed up and ready to go. Okay gang, so I had about 7 or 8 coats of primer on here, and I think it looks good enough to get painted. I went ahead and I ordered some magic marble. Now this is the stuff that is supposed to be the best paint for hydro dipping. They even have a picture of a hydro dip guitar on the freaking box. So if this doesn't work, I must really suck at hydro dipping. So hopefully I can pull this off. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do that, but before we do that, I went ahead, I taped off all the frets, and then on this level I actually used a glue stick. I put some sandpaper, so I'm just going to make sure, get all of them, nice and even and, burred down. It actually looks perfectly straight and everything, but I just want to, get them all worn in a little bit, break it in a little, and then I'm going to polish the frets individually. When we're all done, then I'll stain the fretboard. But, yeah, that's all I'm going to do right now. I'm also going to hydro dip the front here and the sides, but I'm going to mask off the back. So hopefully this turns out pretty good. Also too, we're going to go ahead and shield. I'm going to remove everything on here, shield it with my copper tape. And then after we hydro dip this, I'm going to shield the inside cavities here as well. Then once again, I got all new pickups and all new pots, everything ready to go. So this should be a lot of fun. Priming's done. We're going to work on the fretboard a little, and then we'll get to hydro dipping. Yeah, do it straight up. Like about, yeah, like that.
Work of art.
Beautiful. Hell yeah. Alright, let that dry and then we can clear coat it.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright. I think that came out pretty sick. Whoa, I almost dropped it. I guess I'm going to be very careful. And we are going to get this all Alright guys, so the Hydro Dip was a total success. So I did that on camera. I almost, it almost ended up being really bad. The screws, I only had them in here a little because I was like, okay, I don't want to keep drilling in and out of here and mess this hole up. So I didn't put the mock neck. This is just this piece of wood. I didn't have it in there very tight. And this wood floats like a lot. Like I had to push it really hard to go underwater. And one of the screws popped out, almost messing up the Hydro Dip. But it actually came out awesome. You know, stuff like this, I mean, it's totally random. So you're never going to have two that are the same. I should have used a tiny bit more paint because towards the end it got a little lighter. But I actually kind of like that, how it fades, because so did the headstock. So they both kind of like fade towards the middle. And I think they came out really good. So both these off camera, I gave them like I used a whole can of this clear coat between the headstock and the body. Now I was going to sand it with like really high grit sandpaper, but I don't want to risk messing it up. So what I'm going to do is I bought all these different buffing pads, and then there's an attachment that just attaches to my drill. This is just Velcro here. So I'm going to start with the roughest grit. And these are just like foam. So I'm just going to start with the roughest grit and work my way down. And then I'm going to put some polish on there. And we're really going to make this look good. I'm going to start with the headstock. And then we'll move onto the actual body. So we're going to time-lapse this whole procedure. But we're going to do that. Then we're going to get to finishing the fretboard. I already sealed this with just I sealed it with clear coat, and then I sanded the clear coat. So it's like, you know, really smooth. It's not tacky, but it's still, you know, it's still protected. The wood is still protected. So very cool. Let's get to it. This has been a lot of fun so far. Alright guys, so after building it, it took me about a week start to finish. It is actually working really good. I got Ben jamming out on it. He adjusted the truss rod and we got it all set up and he thinks it's playing pretty good. And I must say, look at that. Here, show them how the wiring worked too, how if you switch pickups.
Yeah.
I even somehow got it wired right. Took me a couple tries, but...
Yeah. We'll just do some strings. That one's nice. It's got that little twang to it.
And then this is both these two pickups in this position.
Bold.
And then just the middle pickup. And then this is both these two pickups together.
Mm-hmm.
I love how the headstock looks too.
Alright, and the most lower one?
It's just the humbucker.
Just the humbuckers. Just the humbuckers, kids. That's a nice guitar, guys.
Yeah, so if you build one of these, it really wasn't that hard, but I would recommend putting the better pickups in. When I took out the old ones, they were really light and just crappy compared to the ones I got. And these ones I got off Amazon were only $15. So for a little investment, I think I got a pretty decent guitar for my first one, and it was actually a lot of fun to build. So thanks for Ben for jamming out, and we're going to keep playing. I'm going to hop on the drums, and he's going to keep jamming out here, and we'll see you guys later.